What's up, yo? It's the High Definition Jamz show. Bald head, scallywag as your host. So let's go. Hey, Ray, what's up? You better let them know. What's up? Hey, yo, Dodger in the back has had me weak because your man took the brush and said this for bald head, scallywag. You know what? That's the co-host. You know, the co-host got to have like the little background comedy relief. How you say it? I don't know. Today I just can't talk the right words. Y'all know I'm not illiterate, but I speak gibberish. But anyway, what's up, y'all? It is Wednesday. We are here February 3rd, 2021, y'all. We are surviving and alive, all right? So y'all know how we doing it right here on High Definition Jamz Post Connection Radio, where we always highlight the upcoming and the independent. Whether you're an artist, entrepreneur, photographer, got you. Comedian, actor, don't matter what you do, you have a purpose in this world. You can bring yourself here and get some promotion. But starting next month, I'll be charging $35 for interviews because the 2 interviews we have coming for the next 2 weeks, bro, it's going to blow y'all minds. I haven't dropped the flyer yet because I really want to throw everybody off because, you know, I spoke into existence for real and got double like of what I asked for. What's up, y'all? So we are here, and speaking of photographers, we are highlighting our photographer tonight. I got another one coming in for next month. So you know, we covering everybody in the DMV. Yes, applause. Yes, love it. Love to see the love. Love to see it. But first, I want to shout out to everybody who's popped in on here and popped out, left some comments, left some love. Appreciate that so much, y'all. Got my co-host here, Dodge in the back. Got G on the ones and twos. And today's guest, we have Views by CJ. He is a photographer here in the DMV. Me and him just did a shoot together. You guys will see that outcome. It came out dope. He gave me a dope idea that I never even thought of doing as a wardrobe idea or like a vibe. So it was definitely dope. It was cool. We actually known each other for years, for real. So just to come back and bring this back in full circle and work together, it means a lot. Your mans came all the way out here 40 minutes away to come out here to pull up. So that's that. I appreciate that, too, because, you know, it's icy outside right now. So, you know, it means a lot when y'all can make it to pull up here. You know what I'm saying? What's that say? Shout out to Jay, because Jay is still here in the live. Shout out to you. You get a free applause. Yes. Appreciate it. All right, y'all, so we're going to get into the interview for tonight. And, of course, y'all going to see a few flashes of his work because I need y'all to see how he do so that he can get some money in his pockets, y'all. And he not really busting heads, but at the same time, in this panorama, everybody needs some money. Everybody got to feed their pockets. Oh, I love this smiley face. Who is this? Give me a waistline dime. Thank you, love. I've been peeping you. On your Instagram, ma'am. You, ma'am, are yes, you. You're lit, sis. All right, y'all, so we're going to get into it. I'm about to flip my camera over here to the real guest of the show because, you know, I'm a host. Don't worry about me. There you go, y'all. That is CJ. Views by CJ. That is his Instagram, so go ahead and start following now. All right, so my first question is for you, CJ, is how long have you been doing photography?
I've been doing it since January, so hasn't really been, was basically been a year. But I've been taking pictures probably mostly with my phone all my life. So whenever I go out with my friends, I'm like, hey, kid, can you take this picture for me? Oh, sure. Like, you know, it's nothing for me. So I've just been using people's cameras or basically, and they said, oh, yeah, you got a good angle there. So I was just at work one day, and I do security, so that's my goal. So photography is like my side hustle, but it's a passion that I like to do. So I was at work, I can go on the computer, I was just seeing like a 2-hour street photography thing, so I just watched that. I literally just sat there and watched that.
Wow.
So I was like, this is something I can do in my spare time. So I got a small kit camera, like $425, came with a kit lens. And I started just working. It was bad at first. It was horrible.
But y'all, hold on. First of all, like, honestly, when he showed me his beginning pictures when it first started, they really weren't that bad. But you know how when somebody has a passion, your profession, Your passion, you're sometimes naturally you are a perfectionist at it. So from his eye, of course, he said it didn't look that great. I thought they looked pretty good for beginning off, doing something that you just start off professionally doing. But that's lit. You said you had studied. It was a video you was watching that you studied. It was a 2-hour video.
Yeah, I was just on YouTube, and it was a street photography. So when I just started, like, he's taking pictures of buildings, random people, cars, anything he thought that was eye attracting, he just took it. So, and photography is basically art. That's what it is.
It's not even basically, it is. It definitely is a form of art.
So art is subjective, in any way, shape, or form, whether it be painting, any type of artistic type of hobby that you have. It's subjective. So some people can like it, some people won't. But I just focus mainly on just street photography and portraits of people. But I'm trying to venture on to other stuff, and the way I do that, I just study something, and I try to put my mind to it, and I do research on it, do the things that I have to do to make it good at first, and then I try to perfect it at the same time. So I'm always working and always trying to come up with new ideas and new concepts. Try not to be one-dimensional type of person. So
I like that because honestly, I feel like I don't know how every photographer, but I know that's the first time I kind of heard a photographer actually studying. Like actually sitting down, watching YouTube videos and things like that to actually study the dimensions of photography itself. Because me, on a model tip, I don't see the same as a photographer. So, I know some photographers, well, what I've kind of noticed, they kind of pick up the camera, snap a few shots, and then they just consistently do that and they get better and better. Whereas you actually taking the time to actually study it, which I honestly think is kind of impressive because in my opinion, if it's your craft, you should study it. You should watch YouTube videos. You should study other great photographers, see what they do, how do they do it. Maybe not do how they do the same way, but just to become great in the craft itself. So I think that's pretty impressive. 2 hours, I don't know if I can sit for 2 hours and just watch pictures. Literally just watch it. That's like watching a PowerPoint for 2 hours.
He's basically just going around with a body cam or a GoPro. So he's showing people his perspective of what he sees. So he snaps it.
Wow.
And then in the corner it shows the type of picture that he did with the edit. So
that's impressive.
Yeah. So he literally goes out. Sometimes he goes out in the rain, snow, anything. So he just take pictures of anything. So
would you do it that way? Would you do that at one point, get a body cam and do something like that?
Yeah. But eventually, I do have a promo video that I did with a photo shoot that I did at the Capitol or near the Capitol. So I did something like that. I just have to. I'm just really taking it step by step. So I want to start off, do something, try to accomplish something small, and then gradually.
As you should.
Yeah.
You don't want to, over saturate yourself or step too far ahead and you kind of miss a few steps in between.
Yeah.
Now you're getting confused with what to do with it. And I was one thing about CJ, you can start running his pictures. I would say one thing about CJ, he catches everything, literally moving cars. I honestly think it's cool that you catch things that's in action because sometimes people get it and look blurry.
Yeah.
But the how you get it, it's like the blurry of the in transit. So I think that's kind of cool. Y'all, he even had pictures of I saw pretty much all his pictures in his camera. He had pictures of pigeons. But it was funny because pigeons are just funny in general to me because I'm goofy, so I like funny stuff like that. But it's just the fact that you was able to catch the pigeons, and I'm trying to tell you, them pigeons was low key posing. I'm trying to tell y'all, them pigeons was posing. Them pigeons was posing. Okay, right. One pigeon was looking down and doing something. I'm like, your man was posing, bro. He knew. And the fact that you've done dogs, you took a picture of dogs.
I try to do a little bit of everything. So,
but that's smart.
Yeah. So when I first started off, basically, on a Sunday, I would just go out and take pictures. Whatever I see, I just take it. I did that every Sunday for about 3 hours. So wow. I tried to.
3 hours in that one day?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. 3 hours in that one day. And sometime on Saturday I would go out, usually around 12, 3. I would probably go around there and shoot too if I had, if I have spare time. But I really like taking pictures like street photography, portraits of people. I can do dog portraits too. I've done that. I random dog comes by and say, hey, can I take a picture of your dog? Oh, sure, why not? So I take a picture of their dog. I take pictures of cars sometimes. Like with a certain setting on my camera, I can capture moving objects and do something called long exposure. So basically,
we're learning, guys. Listen to the terms.
So basically, some people, it can be in calendars. Sometimes it can be in frame pictures too as well. They have pictures of cars in the streaming red light that goes out when the car's moving forward or backwards.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
So that's long exposure. So you're basically setting your camera to a way where you get more light in, but you're taking a moving object at the same time. So it gives you that long exposure effect. You can do that with people. You can do that with anything mostly, but you mainly want to use a tripod for it so it can stand still. And if you don't, there's other tricks to it too. So
that's cool.
Yeah, every photographer has a little trick of trying to do something that it's not common.
Normal.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know how, because me and CJ had talked about this before, like how a lot of people, most photographers these days, they it's like people hugging, like or like it's like a random child in the frame. No, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you buying a frame, it's something sitting in it to show you the size of what the picture should be in the frame.
Yeah.
So that's smart to do, because somebody pick up one of your pictures to use it for that. You get commission from that too.
They might even put a picture in there. They just leave that picture just like that.
No, honestly.
Most of the pictures I try to take, most of the pictures I have, and just me, I don't like to toot my own horn kind of thing, but I'm always humble at the same time, but yet alone I'm still confident in what I do. Mm-hmm. But I always know that I can get better each day. So sometimes I wish I started earlier, like when I was 21, because if I'm doing this at the age of 25, imagine what I could have did when I was 21.
I mean, yeah, but sometimes you can't, because it's about timing. You know, you find your purpose or your craft in a particular time. Because what if at the time you was 21, you wasn't gonna have the dedication or time you have now?
That too, and also what my mindset was, and maybe I was a little immature, so I probably wouldn't have took it seriously. But at this point in my life, I have a different way of thinking things. So now I'm like really taking it serious. So I'm doing everything that I possibly can to get better at it.
And it shows, because your pictures, they look good. And like I said, y'all, I did one with him and they came out looking sweet. I'm not going to hold you. I was like, okay. But so what is your inspiration behind pictures? Like, I know you said subjective, but do you see it as like, outside of art, do you see it as something that kind of like helps you get through the day type stuff? Or like, is it like something that builds your confidence? You know, everybody does something art-wise for like a reason.
Yeah, for me, I really like when I take pictures of people or clients that I have, I really like seeing their face after I take the picture. So when I take the picture and say, here, what you think of this? Oh my God, this looks so great. For me, that's a joy of me doing. So I'm a very selfless person. That's one of my gifts, I think. I'm very selfless. And I'm not a selfish type of person. So
you want to see people just smile from you.
Yeah, I really want to see people prosper more than me. But in the end, I still want to prosper, and I still want credibility at the end of the day. But I want to make sure that person comes out, liking what I do for them. And that's a joy for me. But it's also, stress relieving too at the same time. It's good to go out, even though it's COVID. So I don't go out all the time. But I monitor how I go out most of the day. But most of the time, I just like going out. And, I'm in the sun.
Yeah.
People I just take pictures of what I see.
And you never know who you meet.
That too, because
you never know who you can meet.
That too, because I am we do have a little small photography group that I'm in, and we went out and we met a famous person who took pictures of NBA players and skateboarders.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a blessing to meet somebody like that. And yeah, like you said, you really don't know who you will meet at the end of the day. So you can see somebody say, hey, I work for so-and-so and so-and-so. You're a photographer? Like, yeah. Oh, you got a card on you? And I'm always prepared. I always got my business card.
Good.
So give them that. hey, we in business. So,
No, honestly. And then you tell them one price, shoot, depending on how well it look, it might give you double that.
yeah,
And then have you come back out with something else, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, pretty much.
So would you ever want to get to a place where you want to do this full time?
Yeah, I definitely do. Definitely do. And it does not matter. I tell this to everybody. It does not matter what it is. Real estate, a music industry, clothing line, I don't care.
You just
As
want
long as I'm taking pictures, I do not care. I do not care what it is. If National Geographic called me and said, hey, we want you to take pictures of stuff in Wyoming or Missouri or North Dakota. Okay, sign me up. Where's it at? And most of the time I tell them I'm adaptable. I can study that craft and I can do better at it. Teach me. You know, I try to adapt to anything I can do. So it really don't matter to me. If an artist came to me right now and said, hey, I want you to be on personal photographer, sure, why not? Let's do it. Don't matter to me.
That's a good mindset to have.
Real estate, we want you to take pictures of these rooms or this house.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I may not know how to do it, but I bet you I'm going to go on Google, go to YouTube, look to see what I can do, find a mentor, do what I got to do, and get better at it. That's the only thing I want to do.
That's the mindset you should have. That gets you far. That's right. That dedication is strong. Like, and what do you like when it comes to the photography industry? What do you think it needs more of? Like, what do you feel it is lacking?
That's hard.
They make it a little easier. What you think is oversaturated with?
Good one. We talk about this, I think, too.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. You know, in this world that we live in, sex appeal is everything. Mm-hmm. It's everything. So, you know, to me, in my opinion, you know, I can do the same thing. But I know photographers that do that, and they do more too. But some artists, you know, some photographers, you know, they just like to, you know, they take pictures of women, you know, a lot. Mm-hmm. But you know, I can do the same thing. I mean, I can do it if I put my mind to it.
You think it kind of boxes it?
It'd be different.
Limits you. And
that's with anything. It doesn't even have to be women, or it can be taking pictures of street. It can be street photography. Some people just do that. Mm-hmm. Now, there's some people that's their favorite thing to do. Then that's cool, you know. But just me personally, I like if I'm looking at somebody, or if somebody wants to hire me, let me see your portfolio. Oh, you just do this type of thing? We don't really want you.
Yeah.
If you can do this, and this, yeah, come on. Because we can see that you can adapt towards anything. Mm-hmm. That's just me personally. I know some people personally that, you know, they're great at, you know, one thing, but they also do other things at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I mostly try to associate with the group that I'm in, of photographers. We mostly try to adapt to anything, black and white, color, long exposure, shooting in a studio, because that takes skill too. Not everybody.
Yeah, because you want to get the right lighting in the studio, whatever the lighting is. Because sometimes you can't even change, because whatever their lighting is in the studio, that's what it is. And then you got to get the angle of the artist at the right moment, you know, and sometimes the space kind of tight, so you got to maneuver around this. That's true.
But I always want to associate my people who just do different things. That's mainly the people I want to associate with. And I also want to be around somebody that can make me better. Yeah. Not only as a person, but as a photographer as well. To
stretch your skill.
And challenge me at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I'm competitive, but I'm competitive to the point where I'm respectable. You know, I always respect, you know, the competitive side, the competitiveness that we have together. So whenever we shoot, oh yeah, that's a good picture. You know what? I'm gonna try to take a picture better than that. That's just me. That just drives me, you know, more to
push harder.
Yeah, to push harder, basically.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it ain't no hate type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We in the same boat, and I respect it that much that I want to be better.
Yep.
That's it.
As you should. I don't know if I ever asked you this. I know you talking about the photography group. What got y'all to start it? Or was it like hey, we should just go out and just, you know, we all do the same thing. Might as well just challenge each other, stretch each other's skills.
It was I was on Twitter, you know, just scrolling Twitter, and the guy was like, hey, you know, if you're a photographer, follow me. And, you know, he takes good pictures. You know, Gio. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Gio is like that.
Yeah.
He told me something. That the Vaseline smear on the, I was like, oh, so that's how they do that. You know, I was learning something. I've never tried. I don't have a camera.
If you don't know Jill, you should follow him.
Definitely do.
Yeah, he's on Twitter, Instagram, got his own website. He does really good work.
It don't make no sense. Really good.
Most of the people that I know, you know, we all do really good work. So, you know, you got I'm gonna shout them out. You got
I'm really dead.
now we got I got this a guy called Dane. He takes great pictures. He got his own studio. I know a guy called Sean. Great pictures. You got Vaughn, who he's very creative with. You know, he's really good at certain, you know, taking pictures of like women. He's really good with that. So he's kind of like, you know, he does creative stuff. You know, he may take you out to a beach for, you know, if you need a Valentine's Day shoot, you can do that with him. My boy Lil, he does different, you know, photo shoots. He does a lot of black and white. And I know there's a girl in our group, Yoshi.
She thinks she followed me. So I saw some of her stuff. Her stuff is pretty good.
Yeah. She's starting off and she's gotten way better to what she is now. So, you know,
hey, growth is progress, man. Growth is growth.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of people.
She's the only female, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In the DMV area. We have a whole Twitter group chat too. So, and we got other people from Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, Michigan. So we try to critique each other and make each other better.
That's a team, but that's real though.
Yeah,
that's real because everybody got different eyes, different skill sets, different techniques.
We all do different things, you know, differently. Some people do nature. There's a guy that follows me on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. He does nature. Great stuff.
Wow, and nature's kind of
it's tricky.
It's
hard.
tricky to get nature. I know that's one of the trickiest areas of photography to do.
I tried doing it a week ago. It ain't easy. It's not easy.
No, it doesn't seem like it. What do you think makes nature tricky to capture?
For one, you got to have a certain lens. The lenses that I have, they're equipped with nature, but not quite. So, long story short, I have two types of lenses. I have a 35 or 24 basically, and I have an 85 millimeter. So one does portraits and one does like wide angle lens, but it can still do portraits, but it's mainly for street. For like nature stuff, you may need a 70 to 200. So it's a zoom in lens. So it's certain lenses are good for certain things. Right. Now you don't have to subject yourself to one lens. You can as you should. Yeah, as you should.
Every lens does something different, captures something differently. Yeah.
Now you can do street with a portrait lens. It's just going to be in a tighter frame, but it's mainly 24, 35 is mainly better because it's a wide angle, so you can capture more stuff. So if you look at some of my pictures in my profile, I have buildings, street. I have pictures of people walking a crosswalk.
I think my favorite pictures that you've captured were the ones with people in the little food stands.
Yeah.
They just, because it looks like, because it's so in real time while they're working, it almost makes you want to reach in the picture and like grab a taco. Like, no, for real, because it like, y'all, of course, definitely follow him. If you haven't followed him, start following now. Views by CJ. But it's like, the way you especially is one particular black and white when I seen your camera. It was a dude though. It was a black and white stand, and that one it just looks so.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. His head was poking out of the food truck.
Yeah, that one just it looked like it was in like a Times magazine or something. No, for real. Yeah. And I feel like that's what captures when you're able to capture a realism like that in a picture of somebody who's just doing their job, like in their food truck. That I think that's a different type of eye to me.
Yeah, most of my pictures, I feel, like I said, in the past, most of my pictures, I feel like they can either be framed and put on. This is just me personally. I feel like they can be on an H&M thing. I have pictures with what I did recently with two of my friends. He was basically just walking, so he has type of a hipster look. So I knew the look would be perfect. That can be on H&M or PacSun or Aeropostale or American Eagle. So like as far as like a clothing brand type of thing. Yeah. For my street photos, they can be used. Somebody may want to buy that print. I'm going to start doing those soon on my website. Start doing prints. So somebody can buy that, put it in their living room. It can be the food truck one. Some people like pictures like that. Or Recently, like almost a few months ago, Anne Arundel County bought one of my pictures for $200. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Wait. So they bought it. They bought it and did what? Like what
Just framed it. Just framed it.
Wow.
It was in a county building. They framed it. I hope it's still there. Shoot.
Oh, it better be. They paid you. They better have respect to keep it up there.
I mean, hey, even if it's not there,
We gonna pull up.
You heard.
We gonna pull up and find it.
Even
Like, y'all got that joke from the views by CJ. Y'all got that? What it look like? Oh, all right, yeah, okay.
even if it's not there, hey, they gave me my money, so that's
You
really.
said what, Dodger?
Pulling up saying one word, views.
Right. Y'all got that? No. Oh, the one for 200. That one, no. Okay. Y'all got it in the back? Shoot. We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back over here and put it up somewhere over here.
I just want to take a picture with the picture.
I'm dead. Not take a picture with the picture.
And I got one of those. Actually, I sent you one of those. I think. Oh, it's in one of my. It's on my page too. I took a picture of a guy taking a picture. Kind of wordplay, you know.
Wait. A guy. Okay, I need to
For all
see.
my listeners that are high, it's all
All
right.
right. It's a guy taking a picture
Of the picture.
of the picture. Okay, got it. So there's a picture up. The guy taking a picture of the eye. All right, there we go. Wait, there we go.
Take your time, people. Take your time.
There we go. So a guy taking a picture of the picture.
Yeah.
There we go. Cause I was about to be like,
Here's another one.
oh God.
They needed a picture to get the picture of the picture with the picture.
Hey.
He's high. Don't mind him.
That's wordplay right there, though. Hey.
Don't please, everybody, just. Oh my gosh. But like, that was a good one though. That's kind of funny. That was a good one. But that's dope. So what pictures in Anne Arundel? Like, what was it of?
It was a black and white photo.
I figured I said it gotta be black and white or something.
Yeah, and I actually have it on my Instagram page. Let me find it.
That's dope. How'd they come across that? From your Instagram or Twitter?
No, actually, where I work at, they have a art.
Gallery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where I
okay.
work at, they have a type of art. It's for the county. So I was like, hey, what does it take for me to put one of my pictures on there? They was like, you gotta do this, and this. So I had to pay to get an
I'm
entry.
gonna say it probably made you pay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it don't matter to me.
Right. It's exposure. Shoot.
It don't matter to me. So that's basically what I did. It was like, yeah, we really like this photo. It's a pretty good photo. I was like, hey, use it.
That's crazy. And they just picked it up and just put it in the building.
Yeah.
For 200. I mean, that's all right. Sometimes your stuff be in the right place at the right time for the right eye to catch it. And that's how it be. Like, for real, that's how it be. So that's what's up. Like, that's dope. And wait, and you don't even live in Anne Arundel, right?
Nah, I work there. So
Okay.
I tried to, I was really pushing it. So I was,
As you should.
I was making sure I was staying on top of it.
As you should.
Yeah.
If you want to get it out there, you better step on somebody's toes. Shoot. That's what's up, though. Wow. Anne Arundel for 200. That's crazy. Would you ever do photos to the point where you would like have them placed in multiple buildings like that? Like, would that be a thing to help you get yourself out there?
Oh, of course. Anything.
He said anything to get out there.
I
Want the name to be there. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care where it is. You could put it in a senior center for all I care.
I'm so done. Not a seat. I mean, hey,
I don't care.
somebody grandfather going like that, Joe. I like this. This remind me of. This remind me of my time when I was in the Vietnam War. Sir.
Hey, as long as they pay.
I told y'all, Dodger, my co-host, he just asked the comical parts of what I say. Because this man talking about a strip club. And ain't nobody even thinking about no strip club right now, but this man.
Catch the eye. The stripper don't even matter no more. Like, that's a nice man picture right there.
Bruh, I'm dead. What type of picture would you have in a strip club, Dodger?
A picture of a picture
There you
of
go.
a stripper.
Y'all, he's high. Please don't. Whatever you smoking, you might have to use something else, buddy. Cause why?
Won't stop.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm so dead. So how is this like a forever thing you want to do, or like you want to do it up to a certain point, retire, then mentor, or like open your own gallery type stuff? Some photographers or artists, they do that. They'll do so much work over their lifetime of their career and then just retire just to open multiple buildings, just put all the work in there. And I think that's kind of cool. That's a flex in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to do it. I don't.
That's a good answer.
While I'm here on Earth, I'm always going to try to be better at taking pictures. Like I'm literally trying to find every trick in the book. Like I go home, I come home from work. Sometimes I go on YouTube. Like I said, I'm always on it.
As you should.
I'm at work sometimes looking at videos, even though I should.
You doing security? You got endless time.
Yeah, pretty much. But I just try to I'm still doing it. So I'm still trying to get better every day, just like I tell everybody. That's really my motto. I'm just trying to get better day by day by day. So whatever I can do to get better. So basically. I
do have a question. This one particular shot I see in my head right now, I don't know if it's a lens you do this with. Like, okay, so like how when you look into like a peephole on a door, and the way it looks is kind of rounded. Like, I've seen that in music videos and all. I think the baby did one of his videos, and like people. I've seen this one girl do it as a picture, and I'm like,
I get what you're talking about.
How do you do that?
So like you basically mean like okay. Say for instance, it's focused on you, but everything is blurred out. But like you're zoomed in.
Yeah, and it's kind of rounded because it's the.
I get what you're saying. It's really if you're doing videography, which is something I thought about dabbing into a little.
I was gonna ask you, would you slide in there and do? You might as well.
Yeah. I know two guys like I mentioned before, Dame and Sean. They're on Twitter too. They do.
Shout out to them.
They do great videography types of work. Those are the ones that did my promo. Video. Yeah. So. They're really good too. Not only they're good at taking pictures, but they're good with videography as well. So, and that's when the real money starts coming in, when you start doing stuff like that. But what you mean by that, that's a certain lens that you have, but a certain filter too as well. Different. Okay. There's always different filters to everything. Sometimes there's sunset filters. I have a filter on my 35, which is it's an NE filter, I believe. What it does is it's able for you to shoot in harsh sunlight. So say for instance the sun is facing. If I'm taking a portrait of you, but the sun is behind you, that NE that ND. I'm sorry, not NE. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'm sorry. ND filter. That's what it is. You put that on your camera and you adjust it based off the setting that you have on your camera, and you take the picture. So you can shoot in harsh sunlight. Like doing golden hours for most photographers, it's around 4 to 6 p.m.
Yep.
That's when the sunlight starts coming down and you start getting great effects. I did a portrait with a girl. It was perfect too. It was in the National Mall. I did a couple of portraits of her. I did a side profile of her, which it was kind of a two-faced thing. One side was dark, but one side was,
like a silhouette kind of. It gives off a silhouette.
Kind of, yeah. And
that's cool.
And then her hair was orange too. So yeah, that made it even pop more.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. But that's just based off the filter that you have. So different photographers have different filters. So I can start going into that, That's when I start. But I really want to focus. The type of person I am, with anything that I do, I want to focus on one thing, master it. Then I can move into something else.
Makes sense.
So, like, I'm really good at street photography now, and I'm good at portraits, too. I can get better at portraits, and I'm really good at portraits, but I'm going to focus on that. But those are the two things that I love the most. Now, when I master those, when I feel like I can conquer that or do that in my sleep, then I'm going to start doing landscapes or nature. While still maintaining my talent in the other two things and then conquer something else. I don't like to go, I don't like to do things haphazardly. I really want to focus on step by step, master it. That was the same thing that I did when I bought my kit lens. It was tough for me. I didn't know what the setting was. I had to ask other photographers that I knew, hey, how do you do this? This is what you got to do. So I had to master that till I got to the point where if I go out any time of the day, I know what setting my camera has to be on just by mental note. I don't have to guess or look it up or go on Google and try to see what what settings should my camera have if I'm shooting in this time of day.
Right.
Now I just know instantly on top of my head. I don't gotta think twice.
That's good.
That comes from just me practicing every
And that's
day.
just in a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the craziest part of it. Mind y'all, this is within a whole year span. Like, literally. That's crazy. All that dedication in a year. And your stuff, I would say your stuff didn't have to progress, like, really fast. Because if you talking about you started in January, it was looking like one way, and you looking like this way a whole year later, like.
Yeah. But it's also the camera, too. It saves me a little bit. And so I had the Canon, now I got the Sony. Shout out to my baby girl. She bought me the Sony.
Oh, shout out to wifey.
So.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I peeped her pictures, too. Her pictures came out pretty, too.
Yeah.
She's pretty. They came out nice.
Yeah. So, shout out to her. She believes in everything I do. So, she spent a lot
Take notes. Sorry.
She spent a lot of money.
Wow. And, yeah, y'all, hold on. I need to turn it so y'all understand something. I want y'all to understand, I'm not no photographer, but my father is, and I had an aunt, rest her soul. I had an aunt. She did photography, and she was beast at it to the point where there's a scholarship in her name for photographers and who are studying photography in college. But I just want y'all to know, like, cameras are not expensive unless you have the newest iPhones that have the 4K in it and the nice quality, whatever that you can work with to make it look nice. Cameras are not
And another thing.
cheap.
Put it back on me.
Hold on.
A lot of people out here, they want to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that want shoots, but they don't want to pay. So our stuff ain't cheap now.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That Sony camera costs $2,000.
Jesus.
And that's just the body of the camera. That's not including the lens. And the
Please.
lens costs $500.
Please no.
The lens that I want costs over $1,000.
Jesus no.
So we're working every day. Sometimes we do even free shoots most of the time. So, but we're doing that to build our portfolio. So my portfolio is built, but it can be better at the same time.
Of course. Yeah.
But a lot of people, some people DM me, say, "Hey, we want to shoot." Oh, okay, this is my price. So right now I do 10 for $150, and I do 15 for $200. So
that means edits, guys. In case
yeah,
somebody knows
I
what that
charge
means.
per edit. I don't charge per hour. Some people charge per hour, and they have a minimum hour that you have to, do. So some people say, if you want to book me, you have to shoot with me for more than 2 hours. You have to.
Yeah.
I don't normally do it that way. I try to basically work with everybody. So I try to make it, and plus it's COVID, so
Yeah.
we're in a pandemic. So not everybody has the money. Not everybody's working. So I try to make it affordable for everybody, basically. But that's basically it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, y'all.
It's not cheap.
Y'all are basically helping them put their money back in their pockets for cameras. And I know some photographers do rent their cameras sometimes if they can't buy the. Would you recommend that? More so probably if you're just starting off. Would you recommend renting a camera to those, let's say, who are trying to do photography? Would you say they should rent one or they should borrow one? Loan one?
In my opinion, no. I would never rent one.
Why not?
It's a lot of money wasted. Why not have your own?
You're right. Because you're only having it for a few hours. You're probably paying for a certain price every hour of using it.
Perfect example. That's like if you're a producer. You don't want to rent another producer's stuff. You want your own stuff.
Yeah, because if you break it, you buy it.
Yeah.
you buying it.
So, any beginning photographer out there, I just got, a nice DSLR camera. And it's a digital camera, by the way. But I just got a kit lens, practice with that. Because I have some people that.
If you have to start with, this is my vlog camera, don't judge me. If you got to start with this imagine this is a Canon, and Canon is a nice little brand. So if you got to start with something like this, or the little what's some little paper cameras we used to use back in the day, that would be at the little graduation, little weddings, little click jump.
Yeah. little CVS cameras.
The little paper wrap ones. If you got to start with those junks, Start somewhere. Basically, start somewhere. Even if, like the young lady from your, she started with her phone. She used her iPhone.
Yeah, shout out to Yoshi again. When we first came in the group, she was like,
No excuse.
Yeah, I shot my iPhone. I was like, okay, this is different. Let me see what you got. Now some people take pictures of iPhones and they can't do it. Now she got all the angles, she got the lighting straight and all that. She just needed a camera. Mm-hmm. That's all she needed.
So with the commercials and the you see the banners and the billboards.
Yeah.
And they said shot with iPhone 12 or.
Yeah.
I be wondering. I'm like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was it the picture of the iPhone 12 with another camera, the picture of the iPhone 12 from the iPhone 12, or what was it?
That's some Eminem. You know
Now I messed your head up. Yeah, now your hot stuff over there confused, right?
But the way with technology is these days, with the iPhone 12, trust me, you can. They got a little commercial now that people are filming with iPhone 12 now.
Yeah. It's a not even a setting. It's just already on the camera of the 12 because I don't know if that helps people like raise money like for buying a $500, $1,000 camera. But I mean, because it whips it out, it's in your pocket type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, hey yo, I am not going to lie. If I see a movie
off iPhone 12.
Entire movie, that joint bang, I hate this thing. That joint bang, I'm not gonna know what to say. And if it's and then if it says shot on iPhone 12, I'm gonna be a little confused because I'm like, why does it look this great?
Yeah.
Why? I peeped that, was like, wow, that's intense for a phone.
Yeah.
For our phone,
Yeah.
that's intense.
Yeah. She got all the angles, like Yoshi. She got all the angles, the lighting. She got all that straight. All she needed was a camera.
I wish I knew which ones she got from the phone because I can't. I mean, y'all can tell.
Yeah, we can tell.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Cause that junk be looking, them junks, yeah.
Yeah. But But if you're just starting off, I just recommend somebody getting a nice camera and a kit lens, and then figure out what you want to take pictures of. Mm-hmm. Focus on that.
Have a direction for sure.
I have two people. I wouldn't say they're, I wouldn't say I'm a mentor to them, but they ask me for advice all the time. Mm-hmm. So one was like, what type of lens should I use? I said, what do you like taking pictures of? Well, portraits, people. Okay, get the 85 or the 50. 50 and 85 are the same thing, really. Mm-hmm. The 85 is just a tighter frame, but the 50, it's a more diverse lens. But I prefer the 85. That's just what I prefer. Mm-hmm. But that's mostly what I tell everybody. Focus on one thing, master it, then start venturing off into other things.
What about the long lens? Like what, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the long lens. Yeah, you hit my phone. It's okay though. It's fine.
Yeah, I just mentioned that earlier. It was a 70 to 200.
So that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big boy right there.
What are those good for?
It's good for sports, events.
Okay, that's why you. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
What type of like? Because it's at sports. Or what type of shot is that? Because it makes sense, especially at a sports event. Now I see why.
Imagine you can capture somebody's full body, but from far away.
Distance.
Yeah, distance.
That makes sense. That's why they get the good jump shots in that moment from a.
The whole touchdown from on the other side of the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, these everybody who needs to learn. We got this.
Yeah, that's you can walk around like you can walk around with that lens, but then if you lift it up, people gonna think, "Oh my God, what is he doing?"
What you got there? This is nice though.
Yeah, it's like I said.
How much? I'm just gonna.
1,500.
Where's? Ooh. So if anybody has $2,000, $2,079. No, for real. And then just in case, if you want the extension for the accident, just in case, you can spend up to 7 years, $400 on top of that.
Take a picture with that joke just one time. Just show some magic. Walk up to a big time, person hiring and just say, "Watch this." Boom. Take the picture and just show them right there.
And immediately you just pay back your camera. Boom. They just gave you money and then you're good. That's crazy. So that makes sense why. Because I will see those lenses in sports and I'm like, Okay. Like,
Yeah, it's great for sporting events. Like if your son, like if you're shooting for somebody, and I want to get to that point too. Once I can get the money for that, I'm gonna start doing that too.
you gonna get it.
If somebody, say for instance, they got a hey, my daughter does cheerleading, or my son does flag football, or you know, my son is in college. Can you shoot pictures of him? I got you. So I gotta. At some point in my life, I want to have a lens for everything. A lens for street, a lens for portraits, and a lens for like, you know, nature, events, sporting events, anything.
Now, are those the same lenses you would see at like Rolling Loud and Coachella, like even concerts too?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Or if you got front row seats, you know, and he's jumping up and down, and you gotta make sure it's at the right setting too. You get the wide angle lens so you can capture more. Not only the people in the background, you can capture the lights, but you can also capture the main.
And it's not blurry.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
I like that. Okay, those settings in the iPhone. Okay, what is panoramic? Like, what is that? I'm a grandma, y'all. Don't judge me. I only know certain settings on the iPhone. Yeah, keep your laughter to yourself. I don't want cut at me. Don't worry.
That's the one where like you kind of take it and then it kind of like show. I think like you can hold it, holds it and it shows like there's like a whole 360 type of thing. I think that's what it is.
Don't play with me.
Only a few iPhones have it though. My iPhone don't even got it. So.
Oh yeah, wow.
I don't even have the most recent iPhone. So until this thing go down.
It be like that. Yeah. It be like that. It's all right. I don't know why I did it to myself. I gotta.
And I got the iPhone Forever plan too, so I'm not really tripping. So each year I get a new iPhone. Yeah.
Oh, period. I guess I gotta.
Sprint is trash, but
Sprint is trash. Oh man, I remember the problem they used to have. They said they fixed it.
When you bring haters, when you bring people on the team from the office.
I'm so dead.
Yeah.
I'm so dead. No, for real. Like I remember one thing Sprint used to have. I don't know. Somebody told me they fixed it because I think he has Sprint. He said his phone don't do this. But I remember when I used to have Sprint back in 2016, if somebody called you, it's no service for nothing.
They fixed that, by the way.
Yeah, because they got with T-Mobile because it was just Sprint by itself at that time. But when they got with T-Mobile was like, we got to, nah.
Because my mom used to call me in the Metro. I'm like, damn, I can't listen to them.
It's not the same.
Really?
Really? It don't happen to me.
I know somebody. Gio said he don't happen to him.
Oh, that it improved a little bit, but you got to remember, Metro now got Wi-Fi on their trains now, so they finally put that on there.
Ooh,
they got, yeah.
That's how you know you drive too much when you didn't even know that. I ain't even know.
But that just goes by me taking a Metro to go take pictures. So
that's true.
I do that too. So I take pictures of the train, and the train.
And you got some good pictures of the train. Yeah. I remember I seen those in your camera
long
too.
Exposure one, yeah.
Man, because I've been looking at stuff. I was like, dang, how they capture that? like for real. Because you gotta get at the right moment. I think photographers are really more so like known not just for like the angles or like the eye they have and even the creativity to the editing, but just capturing the moment at the right time for that moment in that picture to stand out, especially if it's something or someone moving, and you get it at the right time, and it's just like.
Yeah, what I learned from another photographer that I watch, you're not going to get the perfect picture every time. Mm-hmm. So there was a guy, he literally stayed out there for 35 minutes in one spot, waiting for the right moment for somebody to walk by, and he got it. So to him, it was worth that amount of time.
That's dedication.
I've done that before. I've walked up and down the street in Chinatown, and I've tried. I told myself I'm gonna get me a picture of somebody walking across this crosswalk.
You picked the right spot.
Yeah, and so I've gotten not harassed a few times. Well, you can say harassed. You know, security. So that
hit the you can't take pictures here.
Yeah, there was a guy at Chipotle. He said, "What are you doing?" Like,
not what are you doing?
I was like, "What do you think I'm doing?"
No, for real. Like, what do you mean? What am I doing?
Like, I'm taking a picture. Like, you can't do that. No, I can. For one, if you do take pictures, there's a no privacy law in DC or in the DMV area. People don't have any privacy when you take pictures of them. So technically, I can go up to a random person and just take your picture. Technically, I can do that.
Next time he asked you that, you would.
No, not even that. You know, Google Maps do that. Take a picture of your house. You don't even know it.
A white lady.
How many times y'all searched it before and just seen? Like,
Yes.
Oh my God.
My brother is on my dead brother, rest his soul, is on Google Maps.
That's
He's outside of the Metro Center, right? They got a picture of the a Metro bus stops area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on Google Maps, when you search the building, his car's right there, and he's walking away from his car.
That's crazy. And they drive around the little white little cars, but you don't know because you can't see them doing it.
You don't know.
And it's just like, okay, well, if y'all can do that and take a picture of my house, why can't somebody who's doing regular photography do the same thing?
Oh yeah, a white lady actually stopped me too one time.
Not a Karen.
Yeah, she stopped me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm taking pictures." I was like, "You can't do that." Yes, I can. And she said, "You can't do that." I said, "No, I can."
And I will.
I'm expressing my right.
This is a long time ago. So yeah, she tried to get the police.
What?
Yeah. And
Were you in DC?
Yeah. I was
DC be, it's like they be so shaky on certain things, and I be like, so what can and can't you do? Like, even like if you're like, for instance, want to set up and perform, like, can or you can, but like they be acting like weird about it. Like,
They just be mad as hell when it's black people.
I'm about to say it's because we black.
or sometimes most of them just bored.
That too.
They don't got nothing to do.
Look, yo, they pull up with the quickness, yo. Like when they find out that it ain't shit, they be mad as hell.
They be like, oh, just don't, just stand over here.
We didn't get you this time, but next time.
They be like, just do it over here in this corner.
Life, that just brought trauma back. You heard what that man just said?
We said,
we ain't get you this time, but we get you next time.
no, that's crazy because you're black. If you black, yeah, you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
They be sitting like, you be like, oh, okay. Well, you got someone on this side and do it then. Like, seriously, we literally, me and Gio just had that happen. We was trying to do a shoot at the little motel.
Yeah.
I swear it's because we was black. I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's a motel. I forgot what it's called. That quick. But, like, it looks sweet, though. They have, like, the neon lights in front of every single door all the way around the vicinity. And it's like blue, purple, and then yellow, green, pink, red. And it looks sweet. And we didn't even snap one picture yet. And here go your man Jeff walk up. Talking about something. You guys can't do that right here. It was like, what? He said, no, they're complaining you can't do that right here. I'm looking like, we didn't even snap one picture. Yeah. So we had to forfeit a whole shoot. Mind you, this Jones out in La Plata, so that was an hour drive to take no picture.
Yeah. There's some places it's like private owned or whatnot. That I can understand. You know, it's
not
whatever.
if we didn't take a picture. We did nothing yet. And they complained about us taking pictures. Huh?
You heard where you was at.
Yeah, you right, La Plata, you right.
Yeah. That too.
That's crazy. And it looked so nice, and it was just like, wow, for an hour drive, we didn't even take a picture. Like, you literally did not even hear a camera click yet. We did not do nothing. We were just trying to figure out how to set it up. And then they talk about something complaining. How you complain about something we didn't even do yet? What?
Yeah.
They didn't want y'all there, period.
I know. Oh, but they could be a black cat, though. We can't be a black person. So, no. No, for real. And it just.
Well, yeah, you're right, though.
It just shows it's like, right. It just shows the problem. You ain't gotta even do nothing. We thought that maybe dude was doing drugs or something, or we just looking suspicious, and we whole teachers trying to figure out how to move the chair around and make sure it looks sweet. I mean, it probably was my fault because I was a little loud and high. I was just dragging the chair because I couldn't pick it up. I was just dragging it to like position it, and you can't see who is, staying in there.
So what, they had cameras or something?
I don't remember seeing cameras, but I guess me dragging the chair was loud, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then, because we didn't snap one picture, so I was like, how do you complain if we didn't?
Oh, so that was like by the lobby or?
No, we was like towards like the end, like the entrance of one end of it. Towards close to the end. Nowhere near the lobby, I guess, but he can just see us. Yeah. And I guess people called in about it. So I was like, okay. So I asked him, I said, sir, so we can't take pictures over here, like, at all? Like, he was like, no, because they're complaining about it. I was like, you know what? Not today. Just take the white version, the white way. Just keep pushing. Take that way. Leave. Flee the scene. But it's just like, it just shows like that's just the problem. But it's all right, though. We'll figure it out because you found a spot in Baltimore. I think Baltimore got some nice spots for pictures. Like you got the graffiti alley.
Yeah, that one.
The place that you showed. It was like in a random like.
Yeah, it was me and my other friend who he does pictures too. You can follow him also on Twitter. I can't remember his Twitter name off the bat, but we went out. You know, he wanted to go shoot at a building, but he said he shot there, but it was a private owned. So he said the police came and said, "Hey, you can't shoot here. This is a private property." So you know, he was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." That's what he did. So we went to Fort Armistead, in Baltimore. Nice place. It's kind of in the cut a little bit.
It sounds like it is. I'm like, what is a Fort Armistead?
Yeah, it's near Baltimore. It's in the cut a little bit, but they got it's an old abandoned bunker for used to be for the military. I don't know if it was from the Army, Air Force. I don't know, but there's a lot of graffiti there, a lot. So it's great for a music video.
That's sweet.
Or like a nice place to kick in the summer.
That's
a nice little go-to spot. You can smoke there too.
Oh,
like, you know,
Where is this?
Baltimore. It's
Fort Armistead.
Fort Armistead, yeah.
Wait, is that like?
It's like near the city of Baltimore, but it's like it's hard to describe because I don't go to Baltimore a lot. I'm not, to be honest with you, bro. I don't know.
He said, "I just showed up. I just showed up."
That spot.
Yeah. I don't go into Baltimore a lot, so yeah, it ain't really nothing for me out there. So why go?
I'm dead.
No, so why go out there?
Hey, I feel you.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Renaissance. He was in here. He said, "Yeah."
But yeah, what's your? This is what I wanted to ask. What's your most memorable? Just to keep it respectful, you know what I'm saying? Most memorable shoot.
Oh man, that's
Just to lead you into your answer.
I got you. There's a lot of shoots that I really like. The one that I like the most, where it got my confidence into when I first started, I was like, yeah, I can do this. It was with somebody random on Instagram. She went to Howard, so I had and this is when I had my first camera, but I got my first prime lens, which was a 50 millimeter. It's great with portraits. So we went to the Botanical Gardens in D.C. She wanted to do like a certain shoot. So I was like, okay, we can do this. And this is my first shoot ever. Like, I just got out there and I winged it. And I did great on it. So it's on my profile, too. It was kind of hard for me because there was a lot of mist. Like, they got to water the plants and everything. So, like, this is fogging up my lens a little bit.
The challenge.
It was a little challenge. But when I came off and I edited, I was like, yeah. I can do this.
I did that,
yeah. I was like, yeah, I can do this. So, like, that got me. I was like, yeah, I'm really confident in it. And then she loved it, too. She's like, oh, yeah, these are great. This is your first shoot? I was like, yeah. She was like,
yeah, you know, I know that little confidence right there.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but I was real confident in it. So, and every time I'm done with a picture, again, shout out to baby girl.
Oh, no, she in here.
I always send her my photos, like, to get her in the insight. She was like, yeah, these are great. Even sometimes I told her, yeah, I hate these pictures. What you talking about? These are great. How do you, cause I took a picture of I saw a cup in D.C. Like, you know how they got, you know, some people just litter and they leave, and there's ants crawling all on it. Like, let me take a picture of this. So I took a picture of it. She was like, how do you make something so boring, make it so, you know, captivating at the same time?
That's the talent of a photographer.
It's like you capture something that's like dull and something that's trash, but you make it look like, oh, that's the exposure on it, all the saturation of the picture. It looks great. So she always helps me and try to make, you know, instill confidence in me at the same time. So I'm grateful for her.
But that's a real one, though. They going to tell you, yeah, you going to have to, you know, do your thing and fix stuff. Yeah. But then, like, if it's nice, it's nice, you know. They, like you said, instilling confidence. Yeah. But that's what a real one's supposed to do. Your team, the photography team you have, like, that's how you surround yourself with real people.
She always keeps it real with me at the end of the day. So when she tells me this ain't good, she'll let me know. She'll let me know that, Babe, I think you could have did better with this. Okay, all right.
All right.
But you know, sometimes I take pictures. Sometimes she says, these are okay. I like these better, and sometimes those are my least favorite. But she likes most of the stuff that I do, and she always tries to make me better and criticizes me a lot too for, you know.
As she should.
She always wants me to be on top of my game.
As she should. And you got people in here saying that you're a beast. Somebody says you're one of the greatest photographers ever. You got people. Now I'm trying to tell you, you got people showing love in here, man. Not just your girl. You got people in here showing love. I'm trying to tell you.
Appreciate that.
No, because if they're real, they're gonna see it. They're gonna show it. Because your pictures are really really good. I think the thing I've noticed most about your pictures, you just somehow single-handedly captured the realism in the picture, and not too many photographers can capture that. Sometimes it look like that because the edit, you know. Yeah. But I can tell you don't do heavy, harsh edits, which is still good. I don't. And that's what keeps the realism of the picture. That's why I said that one picture to do it just made you want to reach in and grab it, like for real. And that's just the realism, subjectiveness of what you capture. So that's that. Look, as the people say, they speaking. They said you a beast, man. I'm not. Hey, I was like, nah, for real. He's great. I was trying to respond back, letting them know y'all. Trying to tell y'all. And your girlfriend over here showing out. She was like, "That's my boyfriend, yeah." As she should. Now you really got people in here like, cheering you on, and you keep.
Yeah, because she surprised me with that. You know, camera. It was my birthday too.
Okay.
Yeah, she came over. Was like, you know. Me at my age, I'm not really pressed for gifts like that, especially Christmas. Gifts are okay. Mm-hmm. But she loves gifts. She loves giving.
Oh, I love it.
She loves giving. So I was like, no, what in the world did you bring in here in this house? I opened it, I was like, I know you did not just buy me this damn camera. Because she knew I liked, you know, I told her, you know, I like this camera. I love it. I was saving up to get it. I was going to go to Best Buy and get it, but pay it off. Like $33 a month type thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was just focused on mastering the first camera that I had. Mm-hmm. So she came up probably, she like, see, I know you like that. I was like, oh, thank you so much.
Oh, that's lit. So you got two cameras.
No. I showed one of them. I showed one to my friend. He's in New York, so I got him into it. He was like, "Yeah, let me get your camera off you." So I sold it to him for like $400.
Oh, that's what's up.
I'm letting him use it. You know, he's trying to practice. Sometimes he sends me pictures like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" That's good, but you can do better. You can do better. And I'm the same way. I can do better too. Like people tell me, you know, you're great and everything. I'm like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, I like to stay humble. Even though I think I'm real, like, in the game, like, as far as the DMV area, there's a lot of great people out here. There's a lot of great photographers. Mm-hmm. I'm not knocking nobody. I don't never try to hate. Mm-hmm. I always, you know, want to see people win at the same time. But yet again, at the end of the day, I think I'm slept on the most out of the DMV. So, like, I can capture anything. That's just
because you can capture anything.
Yeah. And I don't have a lot of followers or anything like that. You know,
it's all good.
So, like,
people still seeing you. People still seeing you.
Yeah. That's the same thing. That's the same thing my girlfriend told me. She was like, you know, it's great to have followers, but, you know.
It's more so focused on owning what you can do and how great you're at it.
And she's like, likes are just likes. But when you start getting paid for that, that's what's real.
That's when it's quality over quantity. I be saying that all the time. It's the quality, when that's there and it's consistently there, the quantity going to follow somehow. Yeah. Somebody going to pick it up. Like for instance, you got Anna Reynolds picked it up.
Yeah.
Who's to say? Who knows? Somebody from New York Times picks it up. Yeah. Now you shooting for them.
And I'm always on Indeed too, trying to find out.
If
I gotta work on the weekends,
start doing LinkedIn too. Yeah. Dabble into LinkedIn too.
I got that too. I made a LinkedIn account years ago. But sometimes I go on Indeed, I look up, you know, real estate.
Craigslist.
I do that too. There's also a site too that you can look up people who need freelance photographers.
Yep.
You can make little side hustles like that.
Fiverr. You ever try Fiverr?
Nah.
Fiverr is a website where you can set up freelance stuff on there too and put your prices up on there. Like literally, it's anything from photography to marketing to website creation to music promotion to photography to videographer. You can logo makers. It's spelled Fiverr.com. Like literally, you go in there, set up your account, you put your prices up, boom.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's
right now.
Huh? And if they really have every service you need is open for people like me who's just looking for a service, and you can put your own service on there. I don't think it charges you. I highly doubt that. But yeah, you go to Fiverr, set it up. It's an app too if you want to make it more easier for you. Set your account up and set your prices and go from there. You just got to make sure you may put your link in your website or the link in your bio for your the green one. Put your link in the bio on your Instagram. And be like, yeah, if you need a freelance photographer, click my link, my Fiverr link in my bio type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little something too. I'm trying to help everybody out. No, sign up my little sleeve over here. You know what I'm trying to say? It's hot. But yeah, I think that will also help you, find services too, because a lot of people go on Fiverr for a lot of things. And you may not think because of the COVID situation that nobody needs photographers. You will be surprised. People still doing cover arts. People still need cover arts, T-shirts.
Yeah, I just did one for my boy Mike. Renaissance Mike. His album just came out, y'all.
So yeah. He about to be on the show too. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, check it out.
He's doing numbers. I seen his post and he's doing good.
Yeah, I did, and that was his first project too.
Wow.
So he did a lot of singles and featured with some other artists, but this is his first project he ever he put together. And he also
that's what's up.
He also produces too. He's one of them guys where he tries to dip and dab with everything too.
Yep, so that's the best way.
He plays instruments.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, he's inclined.
And he raps too.
When you are an artist and you touch an instrument outside, because producing anyway is becoming an instrument. They're just digital instruments, but if you're able to actually do legitimate instruments, you a beast. Yeah. You straight. Like for real, you straight. Yeah. That's what's up. But yeah, definitely try Fiverr and make your own link in there. Have people go to that joint. Shoot. I wish Peerspace did that, but Peerspace is only renting spaces. I wish they should have some type of section for photographers. That would be kind of smart. I'm about to call them. Give me a check. But make a little joint for rent a photographer. No, for real, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, add that to your list. You got Indeed now. You got Craigslist, LinkedIn. Now you got Fiverr. Boom.
I needed that.
I be trying. More money. Where the money reside,
Because I be speaking right now.
Look.
I'm signing up for it.
On it. See,
I tell you, my boy on there right now.
Right now. I try to tell you, I be trying to help people, man. I really do. So if y'all need some pictures, you better holler at CJ and get them done. $150. And if you need some, help, just talk to the mans. Everybody understands.
Yeah, and I try to make it affordable for everybody. I got it. I just did. He's about to graduate. He goes to Hampton. He a college student. So I was like, okay. He told me he's a college student. So I was like, okay. Now, let me not, be taxing on the prices a little bit. Right. Because, everybody got their certain situation. So, I made it affordable for him, and he liked it. It was for his graduation photo. So, we was in Chinatown, too. It was at night. So, I'm not a big night photography guy, but I can pull it off. But I prefer...
Ours pulled it off. It was nighttime. It looked nice. Yeah,
but I prefer shooting, daytime, sunset hours.
Because you like the lighting.
Yeah, it's the lighting. Lighting is one of the main factors that we need. If the lighting ain't good,
and just going downhill from there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or some people can try to find a way to finesse it at the same time. So.
Yeah. Oh, my last thing before we close everything out. Did you get a chance to talk to Blissful Visions, my girl Bree?
No, I did. I think I did. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, the person who owns the studio.
Yeah, Bree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely get something done. Probably shooting it in the studio. I was gonna get another artist that I know. I know a lot of artists. In a group of
definitely utilize the space because you see how mine are. You got the backdrops, you got the seats, the LED lights. She got all of that.
So I'm gonna shoot with probably one of the artists that I know. Shout out to him too. His name is Les. He goes by Zone the Saint. He has great music too. He does kind of wavy trap type of vibe. So
did you play his music? Yeah. It's definitely a wavy.
He kind of does wavy trap kind of vibe.
Definitely is.
I'm gonna try to. He's been wanting to do a shoot for a cover, for one of his cover albums. So I'm gonna try to get that done for him if I can get it there.
And it would be a good their studio would be a good area for a cover type of look.
Yeah.
For sure. As long as I was making sure y'all at least got, connected and talked about it at least. I don't know if you set it up yet, but, because it's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help everybody. Yeah. Trying to help everybody get some money in their pockets. Shout out to Blissful Visions.
But at the end of the day, if you need whoever's listening or viewing, y'all need portraits, cover albums, cover art. Well, I don't do cover art, but,
pictures for the cover art.
If you need the pictures for the cover art, I'm going to do a wedding shoot for one of my friends, hopefully. Maternity photos, anything that you need.
Best believe.
Just hit my DM. Views by CJ. You can hit me up on Twitter, too.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know. So, what, man? I know how to use some of the buttons, too. But, man, huge shout out to CJ. Views by CJ. Please follow him on Instagram and on Twitter. And book yourself a shoot. What y'all doing? Okay, it's COVID. If you still need something done artistically, get your shoot and help people put money in their pockets right now, especially because everything going on right now. Everybody try to eat, man. Everybody's trying to eat. So definitely be sure you support the next person who is trying to pursue a dream, man, if you can. Or even if you can't afford to, for their service, at least promote them, repost them, shout them out, refer somebody to them. There's multiple ways to support somebody and support their business and their service and their dream. It's not just money-wise, because everybody knows where everybody's pockets are right now, and they are definitely tight for a lot of people. But support is free. Like just now, I just told him about Fiverr. That ain't nothing. That just help him out, probably get some more service. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just supporting and helping the next person out the best. It's paying it forward. That's what it is. Pay it forward, because all we have right now is each other right now doing this whole panorama. And it's just... First of all, we're not going to talk to you because you first of all, my co-host decided to sit here and put in live. He said, I'm on camera, and a camera commenting on camera. On that note, y'all, this has been High Definition Jamz Podcast Show on Post Connection Radio. Shout out to, once again, Views by CJ. One of his good men just dropped his social media here. Yes, at Views by CJ. Shout out to you. Who's this? Nitrous?
Oh, yeah, JoJo. Yeah, that's my boy JoJo, too. Yeah.
Shout out to you, JoJo, for,
that's one of my good mans.
Yeah, shout out to you for putting that best. Make sure you please follow him and book yourself a shoot. If you can't, just at least support the movement and just refer him. Check his photos out. Drop some likes. Comment something, man, to help him out and to help everybody I bring on this show out. Shout out to G on the ones and twos. And my co-host Dodger in the back. Oh my gosh. And you already know who it is. It's the bald head scallywag. It's your girl Real Explicit here. Until next week. And I'm trying to tell y'all, the next two guests I got this month gonna make your jaw drop. But I ain't gonna say too much till y'all see the flyer for it though. But once again, we signing out. Tune in every Wednesday, 9 to 10. And we out. Peace.